Hey guys, welcome to Oddcast. We're your hosts Joe and Paige, and as all of you know, San Diego Comic-Con only just happened not too long ago, and a whole plethora of trailers have dropped.
So many.
And yeah, and we, being the nerds that we are, wanted to watch them. But the main thing with being a nerd or a geek is you share that experience with others, because what you really want to do is export your nerddom or geekdom so that other people are embraced into the culture and become one just like you. Speaking of becoming one just like us, now's a perfect opportunity to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe and the little bell for notifications. But that said, let's roll right into the first trailer, which is Dungeons and Dragons. Now, Paige and I have been playing D&D for, 20 years?
Yeah, something like that.
More?
No, you've been playing for a little longer than I have. I think I've been playing for about 17 or 18 years. Yeah. Long time, anyway.
Yeah, I've been playing a real long time, and we've seen some not so great Dungeons and Dragons movies.
Yeah, that's true.
But thanks to the resurgence from Stranger Things and renewed interest, the Hellfire Club isn't the only D&D out there, and I'm really excited to see what they do with some new intellectual property from that same wheelhouse. Mm-hmm. And now that Hasbro has it, I think that they're really going to roll with it. It's going to be great. All right, so that's it. Let's dive into it. Here we go. Chris Pine, everybody. Okay, that was an awesome Displacer Beast. I know that was like the little clip before the trailer, but that Displacer Beast looked awesome.
The thing. We're a team of thieves.
Okay.
And when you do this,
excellent.
You're bound to make enemies. Sometimes those enemies come looking for revenge.
It does look awesome. A breath weapon other than fire. Black Dragon.
Ooh.
All right, Paramount, I see you.
Truth be told, we helped the wrong person steal the wrong thing.
That sounds like a legitimate thing you do in D&D.
We didn't mean to unleash the greatest evil the world has
Welcome to my
known.
D&D. Okay, magic.
Fix it.
So how do we pull that off? Figure it out over a drink?
Probably best.
Yes.
Yeah, that's also a thing that happens.
Let's get drunk to the tavern.
I know you don't.
So much stuff happens in taverns in D&D though, so...
We also
Is she a dwarf or a halfling?
Magic. And you.
Questionable. Awesome.
What is that again? It's an owlbear.
Yeah, it's an owlbear.
All right. Metallic.
There is evil here.
Oh, snap.
On our side.
I know what Nick's gonna cosplay as.
Is that John Renee Page?
This one's dangerous.
Nice! It has to be a mimic!
Yeah.
We'll be ready.
What is it exactly that you bring to this?
I'm a planner. I make plans.
You've already made the
Oh,
plan,
it's me.
If the existing plan fails, I make a new plan.
So you make plans that
Heck
fail.
yeah.
No,
He also plays the lute.
not relevant.
It is you, Joe! It is you! Look at that!
I feel so seen all of a sudden.
You should. You should feel seen. Because that's legitly you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If I get the chance to play a bard or a rogue, sold.
Oh, I
Down.
love being a rogue.
Absolutely.
Rogues are so fun.
That movie looks great.
It actually really
I'll
does.
totally be there.
Yeah.
I was a little on the fence. I was like, D&D, okay.
Well, it's just because the past ones have not been so good. But no, the quality of the production looks amazing. Like it's a full budget movie. I'm with a good looking cast. Like I'm totally gonna see it. It's gonna be great.
Oh, yeah.
It'll at least be fun.
Oh yeah, no, and I think that might be what the original D&D didn't really have. I felt like those first D&D movies, the ones with Marlon Wayans, were just made by people who didn't play.
Well, also I thought it took itself way too seriously. That's kind of the thing about D&D is you joke the whole time, or at least you should.
Yeah.
So I feel like they got just the right mixture of serious and comedy.
And that's really the takeaway, is that it should be a mix. It can't just be one or the other. It's got to be a balance.
Absolutely.
All right, so speaking of balance, the scale of things are thrown off as now we are heading towards mythical lands that we're familiar with, and, you know, the granddaddy of them all would be Lord of the Rings, which you could argue is the inspiration for Dungeons and Dragons. Actually, I don't even think that's an argument. I think it's just an established fact.
Yeah, pretty sure it is.
But, you know, before D&D, there was definitely LOTR, and here we go. Lord of the Rings has a new The Rings of Power trailer out, so I hope everybody's ready to watch Paige fangirl a whole lot over the things,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
that's probably a thing that's about to happen. You're right. You're right.
Alrighty.
We thought the war at
Whew.
last
That is a
was
big
ended.
old pile of skulls.
Yeah, those are helmets.
Today,
Big old pile of helmets.
our days of peace begin.
Peace never lasts. War never changes.
We thought our joys would be unending. We thought our light would never dim.
The skies are strange.
Oh, I love this music.
You just hear Galadriel. The moment we feared.
I got chills already. Oh my god.
It waits.
Beyond the darkness, tempting shadow, to bury us all beneath the mountain.
He has not one name, but many.
Have you heard of him, lad? Have you heard of Sauron?
All right. Creepy. Whoa. Okay. Yeah.
If the evil rising is left unchecked, it will take us all. Find the light, and the shadow will not find you.
Oh,
We can survive.
I'm gonna cosplay those guys. They look awesome.
Fight with me.
Each of us must decide who we shall be.
That's why I don't go in the ocean.
There can be no trust between hammer and rock. Eventually, one or the other must surely break.
You have been told many lies of Middle-earth.
Yeah.
All right, there's a lot to unpack right here. So I'm now afraid. I was not previously afraid, and I am now afraid for the show.
What are you afraid of?
I don't know what they're pulling from where. Like, I feel like I might know the source material too well to be able to enjoy it. Honestly, that's what I'm afraid of. I feel like my intense burning love for the Lord of the Rings may make it so that I don't enjoy this show as much as I could if I didn't already love the Lord of the Rings as much, because of how connected I am to the source material.
I mean, I really like the Lord of the Rings mythology too. Don't get me wrong, I have not read the Silmarillion, but
I have.
I know. But I mean, I really like the mythos that they've established, and the connection to Middle Earth. As far as we know, it's the age before. So
It depends on where they draw the lines, because obviously you can see that Galadriel's going to be a main character. It just, I'm trying to reserve my judgment. I'm trying not to freak out right now that I'm going to not like this show, so I need to just chill.
I mean, I think the dude that they've got playing Sauron looks pretty cool. Or Sauron.
I mean, Sauron shouldn't have which guy was playing Sauron?
The bald-headed one that was wearing the white cloak towards the beginning.
Oh, that's supposed to be Sauron?
I think so. I think I saw an image somewhere online when I was trying to dodge trailers.
Okay, I'm just
I feel like
that's too much.
I mean, my thing is, when you're dealing with immortals, they're going to be around. And since in Tolkien's world, all the elves are immortal.
I can't. That was too much to digest. I'm gonna have to I totally want to try to like the show, and so I need to step back and just try to let it be what it is. Because okay.
Alrighty.
That was intense.
Well,
okay.
Well, speaking of letting something be what it is without prejudging it, that brings us to our last medieval trailer from Comic-Con, and that would be HBO's Game of Thrones prequel, The House of Dragons.
Right.
And if you're just joining our channel now, you don't know, but the first video that we did that got the most views and probably the most hate is our reaction to the teaser trailer for The House of Dragons.
People got real
and that is
mad
mostly
at us.
because...
real mad.
And that's because we are technically, yes, holding the way that seasons 7 and 8 of Game of Thrones went against the House of Dragons, but not, because obviously we're still going to watch it to see what it's all about, and we're not just completely throwing the baby out with the bathwater, but...
Wow, okay, thanks for that. Are
yeah,
D&D, the original creators of Game of Thrones, do they have anything to do with House of Dragons?
No, my understanding is that they were not brought back. It's a different directing and writing team.
Actually, that has me give more confidence to the show, because I'm still pissed at what D&D did to 7 and 8.
So I just want to make sure that all the viewers at home are aware. So I just want you to be made aware of this fact. They opted not to go with the long night, or the long winter rather, which would have been the story of the Night King, because nobody cared anymore. So instead, we're focused on a house of incest people, incestuous couples, and their relationships with one another. I'm really interested to see how they sell this show. Like, having one incestuous couple in just regular Game of Thrones is one thing, but like, this was kind of what Targaryens were known for, and they're the main characters. So I'm really interested to see how we're gonna how are you gonna pull that off? How are you gonna make it to where like you can get behind a relationship on the show and be like, oh, they're such a cute couple. They're only like, second cousins or brother and sister. They're only brothers twice. I don't know.
Wow. Mm-hmm. All right. You know what? Let's stop. Let's just watch. Let's get it over with.
The dream. It was clearer than a memory. And I heard the sound of thundering hooves.
All right.
Splintering
it's very pretty.
Swords.
All of these have been.
Yeah.
And I placed my hand upon the Iron Throne. And all the dragons roared as one.
I consider the matter urgent. That of your succession.
The Iron Throne is the most dangerous seat in the realm. And our line is vulnerable. Too easily ended.
Well, who else would have a claim? The firstborn child.
No queen has ever sat the Iron Throne.
The king has an heir, Daemon Targaryen.
Hey.
I will not be made to choose between my brother and my daughter.
Good remix. Solid music choice.
Rhaenyra's succession will be challenged. Knives will come out.
You are the king.
Your first duty is to take a new wife.
I have decided to name a new heir. I'm your heir. War is afoot.
Do you think the realm will ever accept me as their queen?
The lords of the realm bend the knee.
A woman would not inherit the Iron Throne. Because that is the order of things.
When I'm queen, I will create a new order.
Your family has dragons. They are a power men should never have trifled with.
Targaryens are closer to gods than to men.
If Rhaenyra comes into power, she can cut off any challenge to her succession.
I am to inherit the Iron Throne. She will block my way.
Our hearts remain as one.
Oh, our hearts were never one. Have you never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne?
Yep.
Where is duty? Where is sacrifice? Now they see you as you are.
Oh, hey, it's the end of this month.
Yeah, for the 21st. So where in the history timeline does this take place? I think that's where I'm the most...
My understanding is it's the Targaryen Civil War, which I believe happened obviously after the Long Winter, but I think right before the Mad King, like before Robert's Rebellion.
Well,
it's the war before that.
Because obviously, it's before Robert's Rebellion, because that wasn't the Mad King either.
Correct. I'm interested to see where they go with it, but like I don't like the fact that there's already like a Daenerys character. I'm like, okay, cool. So we're just, you know what this show really needs? We really just need Daenerys Targaryen back to try and get people to watch our show again. Like, I don't need it. Like, you could have done any number of things different and it would have been cool, but like, even if you had made it to where like the girl was the badass fighter backing the guy who wants to be king, who's weak or something, I don't know. I would have been more on board with that. But like, I don't need another Emilia Clarke Daenerys Targaryen character. I don't need it. There was no want.
Yeah, I don't need it either. I wanted them to do their own thing, to be something separate. I mean, still exist in the world, but to create your. I'm hoping that there were so many characters in Game of Thrones, because Game of Thrones until season 7 was amazing. I loved every season. It was awesome. And I want them to get back to how that was and how that felt, because that was really great storytelling. And I just don't know. I feel like they might be rehashing a bunch of stuff, and that's my fear. Is that they're basically just gonna try to recreate what they've already done instead of trying to go back and do something different that could be better.
I mean, I'm kind of on board with that. I think, I don't know, that main character, in just the small glimpse that I've seen of her, it's Daenerys and Cersei, like, together. Like,
yeah,
oh, she's got aspirations to be the queen, but, like, at the same time, she wants to break the wheel. Like, all right, we get it, Daenerys, calm down. Or, what was her name? Rhaenyra?
I think
she's
so,
probably,
something like that.
Yeah, like, by the end of the show, she's probably going to be like, Rhaenyra, mother of the realm, queen of the ninth table,
her own list
father of dragons, salvager of anvils,
okay, you can stop it.
Unioner of workers. But I mean, I'm still gonna watch it.
No, I'm absolutely gonna watch it. The first 6 seasons of Game of Thrones have set the high bar. Like, I need for them to step up to be what that was, because it was great, and I am afraid of them. We'll have to see.
And maybe that's where we'll be. Maybe we're walking into this with the bar set so low that like it's just gonna blow our minds because of how great it is.
Okay with
that's
that.
really what I'm hoping for.
I'm willing.
Speaking of,
to be the truth.
Speaking of what I'm hoping for, because it'll really blow your mind, now's your last opportunity to hit that like and subscribe and the little bell for notifications, so the next time we put out an amazing video, we can blow your mind. How is that for transitions? Everybody loves them. All right, guys, well, we got more trailers to watch. This is Joe and Paige signing off. We hope you have a great one and stay safe out there. And if you've got your D20s ready, play some D&D. You know what? You can even play it in the Lord of the Rings world or in the Game of Thrones world. There are rules online. You can find them, I'm sure. All right, guys. Have fun out there. Later.